What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Tease Time. I'm TJ. Thank you for tuning in. The stuff I'm tripping over right now, the maple plank. I'm actually about to start doing my bench slash bed, since we actually have space over the batteries now, because all that clutter that was there is now clutter up there. So right now I'm going to start getting my bench together. In my head, or actually I drew something out that was in my head. This is what I'm going for right here. This would be like the face frame of the bench where the planks will like rest on, and it's going to be like a slide mechanism. So this is going to be the back portion of the slide mechanism, and then I plan on having planks connect like so. They'll interlock, and there'll be fixed planks that live on top of this, and then this will be able to slide in and out just by being situated like so. So that needs to get built in first before the fixed pieces. And this is going to be the backrest. Eventually we're going to split this up into a couple videos. I'm going to just do like the bench itself, like the slide mechanism, and then once I figure out like the cushions and stuff like that, we'll build the backrest, so that has some kind of angle to it. But like this is going to happen today, or not the backrest, but like the bench part, the slide mechanism. We're gonna finish that today in this video. So I could probably actually just show you better than I could tell you. So I drew out this. It's 15 by 1/4 high, and we're going from here up. And then I also calculated about like 7 millimeters for the light-proof flooring that eventually will lay down. So I took that into account, so there should be enough space for that without any issues, and everything should be nice once everything is finished. But yeah, let's get this going, and we're just gonna build, and then it should come together as we go. I just have to worry about the spacing of the planks. Like I went ahead and like I spaced out a little bit, but I need to re-space just so that way, like this is gonna be a slide mechanism that's gonna be at the end piece right there, just so that way like out here there's not like the gap. Or actually I could make it like a gap. Now I'm gonna make that like the slide mechanism there, and there's gonna be a fixed one there. And then also like this 2x4 that's sitting on top of the bench. I don't like this, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I just don't like how I have like the screws going straight through like the top. I'm gonna use a pocket holes on these 2x4 planks that live right here. This was like my first rendition of building the bench when I didn't have the pocket hole. So the pocket hole jig when I didn't have that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take that one off. I'm gonna redo that so that way it's all is using the pocket holes. And the back one, I'm just gonna leave that. That's fine. Like you won't be able to see that one at all once this is finished, once like the backrest is built. So this is fine. I'm not gonna worry about that. But the front one, I want to get rid of these screws on the top. I don't want to see those. So I do have another piece of 2x4 right here. So it's going to be a lot of just measuring and cutting. That's what I'm going to focus on. But when you see me again, we'll get into the assembly of this. I think you'll probably be more interested in seeing me actually like putting this together than the math and the measurements and the cutting. So I'll show you me assembling the face, the slide, the fixed pieces. That's a little nippy. We're gonna get that going, so stay tuned. All right, so we're back with the bench. This has been months in the making. I started, I believe it was towards the end of December, but just lack of supplies and just kind of just time and life. But we're back with the bench. There's a lot more cutting that you didn't see, a lot more measuring, a lot more screwing. But this is what we have so far. This is the slide portion, and I did go ahead and I installed like the face frame, the face plate on the lower bench. Like the exhaust fans will sit right there, and another one right there. I didn't record that. I kind of just got tunnel vision. I was just cutting and just assembling and just making it happen. But right now, to finish it, I need to install like the fixed planks that are going to sit between the slide portions. So that's what I have like these little spacers for, just to kind of give it enough height so that this way it slides smoothly, and I'll be able to adjust like the height of the fixed positions. So we're gonna get everything set in place, and then once everything is set in place, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to use like a level to just try to make sure I get all the planks like at the right heights. So with these, you just slide them like front to back, and it kind of could adjust the height because the 2x4 on the back is kind of like a little bit of an angle. So by just going like this, we could get like the height that we need. In that portion, it will be covered. You won't be able to see that once I do like the backrest. The backrest is going to be another video. It's a different video. But for this one, this is just the bottom portion of the bench. The bench slash bed assembly. So that's what we have right now. So right now I'm just going to throw those fixed pieces, or the pieces that are going to be fixed, on there, and then we're going to go from there. And then once I get all those screwed and assembled, we should be good. And each plank is pretty strong. Like I stood on it, like you can see. That's all my weight on one plank. So like if you disperse like the weight, it should be fine. And then we're actually adding more like in between, so like it'll be like less of a gap once you're actually like sitting down. That's why I went with like the maple, like the hardwood. It's strong, it's sturdy, and like that holds like a lot of weight, because that was like I weigh about like 175. So like 175 on one plank with direct pressure on like a centralized point. It didn't snap, so like it's good. But enough talking. Let's get to assembling, and I'm just gonna throw everything together, and then we'll show you, or I'm gonna show you how like the slide mechanism. It's simple design, but it should work. So let's get to it. Yeah. And I have the clamps on there just to kind of get like it's somewhat squared. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just kind of helps get it like aligned. And I'm using like the clamps just to pull it in. So then when I attach like the fixed pieces, it'll keep the bench where it needs to be. Because like if I do release it like so, like it pops out a little bit. But I'm using the clamps just to like pull everything in together, so it's gonna be nice and secure. It's just somewhat symmetrical, but yeah. So right now I'm about to drill holes. I'm not gonna show you me drilling holes. Let me know like in the comments section below, like you guys want to see more like time-lapse stuff, or like me like being repetitive, like cutting wood. I don't know if you are entertained by that or not, but let me know what's up, because like I could just cut, assemble, or show me assembling like little stages in between. And yeah, because like right now it's about to get cranked out, like somewhat anyway. Like I do have pieces cut, so we can really just start like getting a lot of this assembled and get this buttoned up. But yeah, let me get some holes drilled, and we'll start getting this stuff assembled. And bada boom, bada bing, it's in. It's so installed. We're about to test it to see if it actually slides. It should. I don't have any doubts about that. Right now I just installed these back screws, one on each end, just so we can kind of keep the squareness. The next part, when I do like the back bench, that will finish mounting the rest of those fixed planks, because I plan on sending the screws through like the pretty much the framework that I'm gonna use for the backrest. So I just have the two just to keep everything in place for now. So we could test it to see how it functions. So it's a good way to test. But then for when I do get around to doing the back the backrest, that will finish up those last fixed planks. But let's release the pressure. Like so. All right, and then you just lift, and it slides. Oh, I got some interference. All right, so the base slide is based off of just like a friction system. There's like no rollers or anything like that. It sits in place. So once you get it out to right here, it secures itself. And like I left a little bit of a gap at the bottom of that. I plan on installing life-proof flooring. So that gap will get taken up by the flooring that will eventually get installed. But like the gaps and stuff seem pretty nice. All right, it feels nice and sturdy. And for these screws that are exposed, I plan on putting like Velcro strips going like along. The Velcro strips should cover those up. That should try to keep the couch cushions from actually like sliding. So like you won't see those, like it shouldn't chafe or anything like that. But it's just easier throwing them through the top than the bottom, because I did have like some interference with the studs that are down here. Like it would have ran into like some of those trying to screw up into it. So I just left it like that, just threw it through the top. So it's good. And then, hold on, we got a little bonus, hold on. All right, this is the bonus. These are the cushions I plan on using. This is the bottom portion, this is the backrest portion. When you lay everything flat, it'll become like one bed. So like this whole piece eventually will be one bed slash couch. So we could do like actual like tests. So it's actually like comfortable, not even being like slid in. And then like you'll have all those pieces filling in, and it'll make like the bed. And it actually feels good. I was just doing like a test just to lay on it, just kind of like with the planks and like the space being in between them. If you felt like any of those, but like the foam like disperses like the weight, it feels like one linear piece. So that is a plus. So I definitely appreciate that. So like when the bench gets done, like I actually have, like I can even use it now. But like it's not done, and like I don't want to get like the cushions like dirty and stuff, so I'm keeping like in the plastic. And yeah, so that's what I'm going for the cushions. So yeah. And then for the bench, stuff that I left out of the video that you didn't see, which I already assembled. Like I said, I did like the front face frame, but then I also installed like these little planks in between. This is just keep you from like catching like your leg on like the beam, just to fill up the gap, because like if I left that, you went and like you slid on it or something, your leg could get caught, and like that would be a pain. So I just put these cubes in like between each plank, just to block that. So like when the cushion is on there, like so, like you shouldn't have to worry about getting your leg all tore up. But yeah, like I'm pleased with that. Thank you once again for checking me out. You didn't have to be here, but you are here, so I appreciate that. If you've made it to the end, remember till next Wednesday, persistent does pay off. Peace, TJ.